Hello there, Sagittarius. It's so good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time on the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So today we're doing your July career and money tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for more details. We're going to specifically look at your strength in your career and money sector, as well as advice about how to use that strength to move forward. So we'll take a look at all of that. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into this. Be spirit, sweet results await. My goodness, Sagittarius. It's like getting, it's almost like you're Winnie the Pooh and you're getting a whole pot of honey. Yeah, it's that energy. Wow, really lovely, lovely energy. Okay, so Sag, you've had some really incredible readings lately, and I love reading all of your comments. Yeah, I love the fact that so many of you share your stories in the comments section. I love reading them. So thank you for all of that. Okay, so let's take a look at your present energy. I'm first going to lay out all the oracle cards, and then we'll go back and clarify with the tarot. Okay, the loving man. Okay, we're keeping this career and money. The loving man is about bringing your emotions, your love, your joy to whatever it is that you're working on. An energy of showing up with flowers. It's a sense of really, the flowers to me are the sense of reconnecting with the people that you are trying to touch in your life, your clients, your coworkers, your customers, well, whoever that is. It's kind of like, the flowers are kind of like, here, I'm offering you not just the product that I'm selling, but I'm also offering you, goodwill, friendship, asking your customers, hey, how's your day, right? Instead of like, okay, that'll be $9.99. It's really, going above and beyond. The loving man could show up at your door and not have flowers, right? It's making those extra special touches. For some of you, if you have like a brick and mortar kind of business, you may actually even, they're really highlighting the flowers. You may want to put fresh flowers out, in your storefront or whatever you have, or office, yeah, and if you work with other people, like you're in an office, I don't know, they're showing me flowers, like on a table or something like that. It's kind of like, I feel, if you think about it, I know some people think giving flowers is cheesy, they die so quickly or whatever. But it is a special touch, right? It's a special touch. If it's not flowers, what's a special touch that you could give to your clients? Something that lets them know that they are special to you. Really interesting energy there. Yeah, letting go on the bottom. I feel like you're kind of letting go. Okay, this is the message I'm getting, is that what's your unique touch that you have with your clients or customers or whatever, or coworkers. If you work in an office and you don't necessarily speak to the clients or customers, what is your special uniqueness? Because I feel like that is the forefront for the month of July, to help you stand apart from the competition, whatever the competition is, other stores, other businesses like yours, or perhaps, other coworkers. Okay, so your obstacles, friends and colleagues. So we'll see how that plays into it, but I feel it could be that, once again, it's this energy of almost treating your clients as a friend. Wow. You know, it's not necessarily that the customer is always right. Okay. It's not that energy. It's more of an energy of building a relationship with your customers, clients, coworkers. Yeah, really interesting energy. I I went and had my teeth cleaned this morning. You know, the regular 6 month cleaning, right? And the dental hygienist, I mean, I've known her for, I think, you know, like 3 years. I've been going to the same one for 3 years. And she really, I mean, she and I have kind of gotten to know each other, you know. And I was thinking about it, you know, because it was kind of like, yeah, like, you know, to start over with a new dental hygienist, you know, I really like my dentist and everything. So I'm not thinking about changing, but I was like, if she left, you know, and I had to go to one of the other dental hygienists, well, of course I would, right? But I would really miss her. You know, it's kind of like this special friendship almost that we have with each other. We don't see each other outside of the dentist office. I see her twice a year, right? But it is this energy of, I don't dread. Here's the difference. I don't really enjoy going to the dentist, okay? Or to get my teeth cleaned. It's not something I look forward to. But I actually do kind of look forward to seeing her, right? So even though it's something that I don't necessarily want to do, okay, I know it's good for me and all of that, but there is this energy of, oh, I'm going to get to see her today, you know, and I concentrate on that instead of concentrating on, you know, my dread of going to the dentist. So I think that that's part of it, is perhaps you have a special gift or talent or a business that some people may be either leery of investigating more in. So maybe, you know, you've started some new business that's a little different than, you know, the normal business, you know. I'm trying to think of, you know, I don't know. You know, it's the way that you approach your customers or clients that are going to get them to come in and give you a try, but also to return. It's about your return client, getting your clients to come back, however that resonates with you. So interesting, so interesting. Okay, so let's see what your strength is. Okay, victim mentality. We're going to clarify this, but you know, the strength of victim mentality, right, is that I feel like you are able, whatever this business is, or what, you're able to understand why people are feeling kind of sad and lonely and maybe in this victim mentality, because I feel like you've been there before, you've experienced it. That is what you have to offer to your clients, or, you know, whoever. If this is a side business that you're starting, it's because it's kind of like you have done the healing. You have something that you can offer to other people that may be feeling, you know, sad, alone, victimized in some way. You know, this is also that consciousness of lack, you know. Yeah, because you have regained your power. You have regained your power. So it's kind of like you can relate to these people, right? Your flowers are, you can relate to a certain sector of your customers, okay? Because you've been in their shoes. You understand, you know? You understand completely where they're coming from. So it's about maybe opening up your heart, opening up your story to your customers or clients. Yeah, because your supporting energies are status quo. You know, being able to I'm going to say being able to get people to come back into your business You're going to make it, how do I say this? You're going to make people want to come back and see you. You're going to make it status quo, easy for them to return. Status quo means it's not hard at all to return to this because it's just staying the same, right? I mean, when I go to the dentist, I know exactly the chair that, in the room. I know where to put my purse, It's like, it's all routine. I'm not nervous about going to the dentist to have my teeth cleaned because I know the routine. And that's what I feel like you are also offering your clients or something. They know the status quo. There's no anxiety. I feel like for some of you, you may have started a business or are thinking of starting a new business that some people may be anxious about going to. I don't know. Really interesting. I think you're kind of like out of the box. You kind of have like this out of the box idea that people at first may be a little intimidated by, but it's your personality. It's your pizzazz, It's your fresh flowers that are bringing them back. Yeah, honoring path and true love. Oh my goodness, courage. Yeah, you have the courage. You have the stamina. Yeah, you're whatever, if you're stuck right now in any way, okay, you have the courage to continue. Your advice is to honor your path, to know that you are on the right path, that you, Sagittarius, are on the right path. It's your special gifts that you are bringing and sharing with the world. It's almost as if that movie, if you build it, they will come. I feel like you have built it. You may be having a hard time getting people to come into your business or to find you or something, but it's kind of like you're bedazzling them when you get them in there. Yeah. And then true love is the outcome. I think really stepping into this energy of understanding just how special your flowers are, whatever your flowers are. It's the way that you are really positive, very welcoming, very warm. You make them feel at ease. And that's what is going to make it easy for them to return. Really interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the loving man. Let's see what we have here. Oh, there is just this sense of greatness coming to you. You are really shining. Sag, there could be friends or colleagues that are kind of laughing at what it is that you're wanting to offer. Maybe you're even thinking about giving a small flower to each one of your customers that walks into your store or place of business, and they're like, oh, that's so cheesy. And you're like, no, I want them, something about flowers. Maybe you want them to bloom. Maybe you're helping them to bloom. The world definitely needs more flowers. Okay, let's see what we have here. Strength, 10 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Sun. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. You've waited for a while to do this, but you're shining your light. You're being the sun. You're the brightest star in the sky, right? It is so amazing. You have the strength and the courage to see this through to the end. You have the hermit energy because you're going within. Or if you haven't already, I feel like part of this is that you go within to figure out what are your flowers. I'll have to admit, it's making me think about my own channel here, right? Like, what is my flower? I'm not sure. I'm going to sit with that for a little bit. I'm not a Sagittarius, but I always try to take something away from these readings, right? It's really kind of propelling me to think, what makes one tarot reader stand out from another, right? I mean, there's so many of us on YouTube. So it's kind of like, what is making Sagittarius stand out from the crowd? Because look at this. You have the sun, joy, happiness, abundance coming in. It's about going within and figuring it out. I think it has something to do with your courage. Because look, You have both of these. I think it's your story. Your story helps you to, set you apart. But it's not just your story, right? Because if we all sat around and told our story, that could be somewhat a little depressing, right? It's not the story so much as you are so inspiring, because no matter how much, think about flowers, it takes a lot of energy, sun, water, nurturing, fertilizer, whatever, to grow these flowers. It's kind of like, I didn't just grow these flowers. I grew these flowers in terrible dirt, in thorny conditions, in droughts, in hailstorms, right? You grew these flowers out of something, and it's because you have come through all of that. That Mother Nature threw at you, right? To grow those flowers. You have come through all of that. And it's kind of like, okay, but I grew these flowers. Like, I have these special gifts, talents, abilities, right? Wisdom. I came through all of that and I'm still smiling, right? I think it's the Elton John song. I'm still standing, right? I'm still standing. Look at me. I did not cave to all of that. I'm still standing. And because I'm still standing, yeah, I'm also smiling. I'm rooting for, I'm rooting for you. I've been able to do it, so I'm rooting for you. Really interesting. So let's see what the friends and colleagues are. I mean, this is just so lovely. Whatever you're putting out there, I'd love to hear in the comments. What are you putting out there, Sag? Because it is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ace of Swords. You stand in your truth. You stand in your truth. I think part of it is these are real flowers. These are not fake flowers. These are not flowers that were purchased at the grocery store, okay? And I'm not cutting down any flowers anywhere, right? It's kind of like, no, I grew these flowers. These flowers are part of me, right? And it's kind of like you step into this energy of knowing just how special you are, because you did it. You may have done it on your own. Not that you didn't have friends along the way to help you, but it's kind of like understanding that, yes, I did have some friends, but guess what? Down deep inside, I had to do that work by myself, right? I had to overcome all of these obstacles, and now the wheel is turning in your favor. It has taken time. It's taken a lot of patience. This is also your card. It's taken a lot of patience to really, truly step into your authentic self. You're not showing up with fake flowers. You're not showing up with, somebody else's flowers. You're showing up with your own flowers. Yeah. And putting your love out into the universe, shining your light, putting your love out to your clients, your customers, the world in general. And people will find you, All right, so let's take a look at this victim mentality. Remember, this is your strength. I really feel like you've overcome this. It's your strength because you have overcome so many difficulties, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, Star, Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. It just is so amazing on the energy on the bottom. It's just like, yeah, you've done the healing. You've been able to heal and build, a strong foundation for what is coming your way. And then the Nine of Cups, keeping your eye on the prize. You're not allowing, you're not allowing what has been thrown at you, the hailstorms, right? The droughts, the thorny bushes that you had to pull out, the terrible dirt that you had to replace with good fertile soil, right? You haven't allowed any of that to stop you. And that is why the healing is so deep. You're building this strong foundation. You're also creating a life that you truly love. And yes, are you there yet? Maybe not. but you're focused on that and not focused on what somebody has done in the past. And because of that, I feel like, you're more authentic. That is part of your special gift, is that you are more authentic. Your customers, your coworkers, right? Your clients are understanding. Whoa, wait a minute. Sag is a rare find because Sag is real. Yeah, status quo. You're making it easy for people to connect to you, Really lovely, lovely. Okay, so let's see what we have here. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I think you're putting down the past. Sag, we do have a Pluto retrograde. I hate to say it for some of you, somebody from the past might show back up. But I feel like, you're kind of over that. You're like, yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I know what that means, right? For others of you, I feel like you are healing, some aspect of yourself. You're going back to your childlike energy, okay? And you're coming into a business partner or a true love that is, this is just like financially sound, okay? What is coming in for you is your status quo is now true love and financial stability and abundance. That's your energy around you, the surrounding energy. Love and abundance. What else can you say? The honoring path. This is your advice, to honor your path, to keep in mind. I think it's almost like not to dwell on what's happened in the past, but to honor it, to honor the wisdom that you have gained because of it, the healing that you have done because of it, the obstacles that you have overcome that have made you stronger. When we go through difficult things, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Yeah, well, you're pretty strong, Sag. You are very strong. And it's about honoring all of that. Not speaking poorly about other people or what they may have done to you, right? But honoring yourself and what you have overcome. Wow. 10 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Yeah, 2 of Wands, the world. Yeah. So you've had the heartbreak, right? You've had somebody stabbing you in the back, 10 times. It was difficult, but you're overcoming it. For a while, you may have had to put yourself in a really safe space. You may have had to take a job that would just help pay the bills. You had to get back into survival mode. You weren't thriving. You were just in a safe place, rebuilding your life. Now you're ready. You're strong. Look at this. You have courage and strength, right? You have all of this energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, but you have the strength now. You're the strong man. You can bend back the bars and you can say, yes, I am ready to really shine. And choosing, how you're going to move forward. Understanding that, once again, you have taken the time to grow these flowers. And that it takes a lot. That's part of the path. You can't plant the seeds for flowers and have flowers the next day. It takes a long time. Sometimes, depending on the variety, it could take years before you actually get flowers, okay, that are beautiful. But you've honored that. You've said, yes, I have the patience to do that. I'm willing to do that work. I'm willing to put the time and energy into this because you know that the end is going to be so wonderful. True love, loving yourself so deeply. Being able to look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and know that what you're putting out into the world is authentic and true and healing. Not just for yourself, but for everybody. Every time you heal yourself, right, you're sending out ripples of healing to the collective. Every time you heal another soul, help another soul to heal, those ripples are even bigger. You understand that what you are creating is truly helping to heal the world. You're stepping into another another chapter of your life. You're no longer just thriving. You're no longer you're no longer just surviving, you're thriving. But you're not just thriving. It is like a rocket ship going out into the world. Wow. Yeah, your love is healing the world. See all those butterflies? They're helping other people to transform. Butterflies are symbols of transformation. You're helping other people to transform. They're looking at how you have come through something that was really difficult, right? And you are still shining, right? You're still smiling, you're standing, you're bringing flowers to the events. Devil, Magician, Four of Swords, Page of Wands. You have learned a lot on this journey. You really and truly have. I think one of the things is that you, in the past, were dealing with people that were very manipulative. When I have the Devil and the Magician next to each other, toxic, manipulative, may have been creating illusions in your life, right? May have been telling you one thing and you found out it was something else, right? You yourself may have for a while fallen into this energy yourself of creating illusions, right? Of a life that really wasn't real, right? And it was really because you were around other people. It could have been your family. It could have been your childhood family. It could have been somebody you were married to. You may have actually fallen into this trap yourself because of you thought it was the way life was. Okay, because it was all around you. You didn't know anything else. And then the tower fell, right? The illusions were brought to light. And it was difficult. It was very difficult, but you've healed that. Now you don't have to deal with illusions. You don't have to be fake. You don't have to say life is great when it really isn't. You can look yourself in the mirror every single night and know that you have lived that day truly authentic, for your highest good, that what you're giving out is true and authentic. It's no longer an illusion. And that's why people are going to be so drawn to you, Sag, is because they can tell you're authentic, They can tell for sure. You can tell when somebody's authentic and somebody's kind of fake, right? I feel like you're coming to the table with real flowers that you've grown. You've taken the time. You're not passing off some flowers that you purchased, right? As flowers that you grew, right? Where maybe at one time that was, I'm not saying that you lied in the past, but you may have given the illusion of that. Really interesting. You have truly transformed, Sagittarius. You really and truly have. I feel like that moving forward is just almost an embracing of love towards you. I feel like you're showering this love out, but you're also receiving so much love. Really lovely energy. Things are not as they appear. Are you kidding me? It's all about those illusions, isn't it? The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze, the universe. Yeah, I feel like, part of this here is that somebody could have made you, it could be from childhood because we have Six of Cups, or it could be a past relationship. That there was a price, a high price for you to have their love, right? Very toxic energy, very toxic. So, you could have been in a marriage. Let's say you were in a marriage with somebody that had third parties going on, okay, or had affairs. And, you kind of had to go along with that if you wanted to stay in that marriage. Now you're kind of like understanding that, no, I don't put up with that. I'm walking away from those illusions of having a happy marriage when I know that the person I'm married to is having affairs on the side, right? I'm no longer going to accept things into my life that are not for my highest good. You've gone and you've done the healing on that. And now you truly love yourself, because it's like, yeah, when I look in the mirror, I know that I'm not hiding anything from my friends and colleagues, right? I'm telling everybody the truth about what my life is like, I guess. I'm not saying you have to give out all of your dirty laundry, right? It's not that. It's just that you're being truthful and authentic, and you're not putting up the illusions anymore. And you're also accepting people into your life. When we live with a lot of illusions, the problem is that we start to not trust other people. And now you're kind of in this energy, your vibration is so much higher. You're attracting people in at a higher level. And so it's kind of like, yeah, there's not a high price for my love, because guess what? I'm attracting in people that truly want to be with me. They see my true authentic self. So you're willing to put out more of yourself. Really interesting. I love this reading. It's kind of complex, and yet at the same time, it's kind of like you really have transformed. Really lovely. Well, Sag, I'm going to leave it there. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I do appreciate all of your support through liking, commenting, subscribing. And I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.